Hey guys, welcome to Turn Hill. Welcome to the place where we empower the high vibers. I hope all is well. Luck here. So the beer is, yes, it is making my inner child happy today. All right. I hope all is well. Oh my God. Happy New Year, guys. Happy 2023. We are going on year 4 of Tarot and Heal. Thank you so much for your love and support. I do appreciate it. Those who are the day ones or use day 265, wherever you at on this Tarot and Heal journey, I appreciate you. And for those of you who stopped watching my channel, come back, please. I need you. These numbers are crazy right now, okay? If you're watching, please go on and press that notification bell. Please. Yeah, all right, back to the freaking video here. All right, what is this? Oh, welcome to your weekly reading. I hope all is well. Capricorns, happy birthday, gang, gang. You already know what time it is. All right, cool. Feel free to send me a birthday gift. You know what I'm saying? My Cash App is down there below. Okay? All right, cool. All right, let's go. Let's see. What is the energy for this week? For the first week of the year of 2023. I come to you, humble God, thanking you for your divine guidance. Providing messages of divine light, divine love in accordance with your divine will. What is it that we need to know? Thank you so much. Okay, what we got here? The Fool card coming out. All right, so the Fool card came out before I was ready to pull a card, all right? I feel like that's kind of telling. It also came out sideways. It didn't come out like a sure, I'm ready, you know? So with that Fool card, this is that energy of a leap of faith. This is the energy of taking this leap of faith and not throwing caution to the wind a little bit, okay? Being bold, being daring, being courageous. It does feel like, okay, let's continue. There's something about the timing of this jump is what I want to say. All right, what we doing here is either we in the front or we in the back. Where we at with it? All right. It's something about the timing of this jump. Are we not feeling ready yet? What's going on? Okay. This is already feeling a little bit complex, so bear with me, okay? So with this Fool card and the Page of Swords coming through, the Page of Swords, that's giving me this energy of a new perspective. We have to look at this jump differently. We have to look at this leap of faith differently. There's something about this cliff that we're jumping over and we're misreading it. We're misreading it somehow. We're making it look worse than what it is what I'm getting. If we put on a new perspective, we'll be able to see the truth of it, probably see that it's not as scary as we think. We're more capable of this jump than we think. It's something about that that's happening. The new perspective will make the jump look easier. Some of us, we're being led to take a leap of faith. We're being led to jump into something new. Maybe it's a move. Maybe it's a new project, a new business. Maybe it's a switching a career path. Maybe it's jumping into love. But let's say if it's love, if you're being led to jump into love, something about your perspective on love is making the jump seem a little bit scary. Like, this isn't the jump I need to take, all right? If this is a career shift, there's something about how you're viewing this career that's a bit skewed. So it's stopping you from wanting to take the jump, all right? For some of you guys, it's just simply not feeling ready and not feeling prepared. Some of you guys are making this jump seem more than what it is. Like, you're looking at this cliff and you think that the jump, okay, that's it. That's it. All right. So some of us, we're at this cliff. We're being led to take a jump and we think it's going to be a really long, like, cliff dive. And when you jump, it's like, it's just 1 foot. You know, it's not that bad. It really isn't that bad. It's not that much of a leap of faith. Okay. It's more like a skip of faith. But the fear is intensifying this jump. That's why we have to look at it differently. When we really break down what this jump is, we'll realize that it's not that different, not that drastic as we think. All right. I hope I explained that correctly. All right, let's go. Hermit card coming out in reverse. I feel like, yeah, there's some things that we need to think through, and we need to think it through so that we can deactivate the fear. The fear is making it bigger than what it is. Imagine you see a pool and you want to just jump in, and you think that this pool is deeper than what it is, and so you don't want to jump in because you're like, oh my gosh, I can't swim. This is like a 12-foot deep pool, and you're expecting this jump to be so huge, and you're expecting to go to the bottom of the pool or whatever the case is. But when you actually jump in, you realize, oh, it was only like 5 feet. Oh, okay, so I'm good, you know? But the anticipation of thinking that you're jumping into 12 feet, it wastes a lot of time. And it also makes you think like, I'm not ready for this jump. First I need to learn how to swim. I need to prepare my mind. I need to know, like, okay, what do I do? What are you supposed to do when you jump into 12 feet deep water? And you're making all these preparations and doing all these things in your mind for something that is not even there. It's something that you're already prepared for, something that you can already handle. You can handle jumping into 5-foot deep water. You don't have to prepare for that. You can stand up, right? And it's something like we're jumping into a situation when we feel like we're going to be out of our depths, but it's something that we're actually very much prepared for. Wow, this is a lovely message. Get out of your head and just jump. All right. Whew. That thing came in hot. Holy shit. That message came in hot, baby. I like it. All right, what's up? What else? Queen of Swords in reverse. We're going to just pull out the rest of the cards. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups coming out here. Some of you guys is jumping. It's something that makes your heart sing, okay? So some of you guys, it can be love, but it's something that you're just going to have a lot of passion for, is what I'm getting here. We'll go in, let's go into the Ace of Cups. Let's see. Let's see what this Ace of Cups is about. Okay, so we're gonna go back. Hold on, before we go to the Ace of Cups. If you take a closer look at that pool, you'll see that it doesn't say 12 feet. You'll see that it says 5 feet. This is what we have to do. We have to take a closer look at what we're jumping into so we can actually sort through our emotions and sort through the facts, separate our facts from the emotions of the situation so we can realize, oh, I can handle this, all right? So the fact of the situation is, it says 5 feet. What I'm feeling is, it looks really deep. It looks like 12 feet deep water. Okay. So my feelings are getting in the way of this. My fear is getting in the way of me jumping in here. It's saying 5 feet. I know that I'm over 5 feet. I can handle this. And then you jump. Okay? So this is us going in so we could take a closer look at the facts, sift through the fear and the facts, okay? So that we can actually take that leap of faith. Okay. Now let's go into the Ace of Cups. Thank you for that clarification. That was lovely. 33 is coming through. All right. Some of you guys, this can be an opportunity for love. There's something about, isn't there always something in the past that stops us from moving forward, or something in the past that that causes fear, right? Scared to jump in that 12 feet deep pool because you got pushed into that pool when you were younger and you almost drowned. So now you don't want to jump into the pool. Something like that is happening here. Let's say this is about love. You were hurt in the past, so now you have a chance to jump into love and you don't want to get hurt again. This is a fear of disappointment. This is a fear of an outcome that's not going to happen. Because if you're scared of drowning in 12-foot deep water, it's just not going to happen because it's not 12 feet deep water. It's 5 feet. You're going to stand up. You're prepared. Okay, so take that and apply it to whatever it is that you're afraid of. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. Your fear is making it deeper than what it actually is. It will be okay. Come through. Listen, I like this message. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Ultimately, that's what's happening here. Because the fear is lying. The fear is lying to our faces. Okay. We have the King of Swords. So now we have the King and the Queen of Swords coming through. So this Queen of Swords is coming through in a verse where it was like we were looking at it from a different perspective, from our skewed perspective, where even though it said 5 feet deep, we saw 12, right? We saw 12 feet and we just got in our heads and we didn't really take a closer look. We didn't really look to read it. We just assumed like it was 12 feet deep and oh my God, it's going to be such a thing that I have to prepare for, building this thing up in our minds. And now it's like we're coming around. We're changing our perspective and now we're coming around with this King of Swords. Like, okay, that's what happened. I was tripping. My fear somehow turned that 5 feet into 12 feet in my mind. The fear did that. That's not a true representation of the current reality. So we're going to start to come around to that reality now of what the actual truth is and how much fear has been blinding us. It's been filtering. The fear has been a filter in our lives. It's filtered how we looked at many things in our lives. The fear of being hurt or fear of being disappointed, that fear was the lens that we used to look and perceive threats around us. And the fear trying to protect us, it just magnified threats and that weren't there. So that filter is being cleared out now. That's awesome. That's awesome. It feels like it's being cleared up because of an opportunity. An opportunity is coming up to make us face this filter that is just like falsely giving us information, just being a little bit the fears being a little bit too overprotective of us, where we're not allowing ourselves to take risks. All right. Let's go. What else? How the fear was causing confusion and illusions. That's the word I was looking for. Illusions. It was causing illusions. Where we might have seen love, but saw it as a threat. We might have seen an opportunity for a career path that was lucrative, and we saw it as, I don't know, a waste of time, whatever, okay? Ultimately, it was our fear of disappointment, fear of being hurt, that led us to project on real opportunities, okay? And now a new opportunity is coming in, and now we're realizing like, oh my God, I've been tripping all this time. I've been looking through this illusion of fear all this time. Okay, well, I'm not going to do that now, right? That's coming to an end with this Death card and the 7 of Cups in reverse. I love this. This is an internal shift that happens as we realize the fear programming that we were running on, and how it was just simply telling us things that weren't true about our reality. How it led to sabotaging certain things, whatever the case is. You fall in love, and then you meet someone, you fall in love, and because your fear of love, you're like, oh, they're a player. I know they're a player, so I'm gonna play them first. Now you just sabotage the situation because you's fearful of actually being vulnerable, right? Shit like that. That's what's happening. All right. What else? Okay, we have the Three of Cups. Coming out in reverse. Whew, double card coming out in reverse. This is going to be a release here. This is going to be a bit of a release. It's getting hot. It's getting hot up in here. All right. I don't know how it went to an Arctic freeze to being hot as shit, but here we are. Okay. Now, this is going to be a bit of a truth bomb about ourselves, because then we're going to probably look back and start seeing how we got in the way of our own shit, you know, how we talked ourselves out of certain things because we was just scared being Putin. You feel me? So that's what I'm getting here. How we didn't cooperate with certain people, how we were the problem. We're going to realize how we were the drama in certain situations. All right. That Three of Cups coming out in reverse with the double card. In reverse. It's being released, so that's great. It is being released. Here's the flip side. In realizing what this skewed perspective, these illusions, these illusions had us looking at certain opportunities as negative, and then on the flip side, it had us looking at certain negative opportunities as good. You know, that's what I'm getting to. It's like we welcomed the wrong things because of this skewed perspective. Let's dig into that. That's something. So that's going to be highlighted. Ultimately, this illusion had us making some choices that were questionable. And now we're going to go back and just revisit the choices that we made under this old programming. Okay. And it might lead to a reassessment of all the people around you. Because ultimately the people around us are the people that we chose to have in our lives, right? So that's what's happening. Now we're choosing, we're realizing like, okay, based on this fear, I chose to not have this person in my life, and I chose to have this other person in my life. Why did I choose to have them in my life? You know? And is it for the right reasons? Or was it because they were safe? Did I choose to love this person because it was safe? And did I choose not to love this person because I was scared of getting my heart broken? Did I stay with the person who I knew I couldn't get my heart broken? You know, that part is coming through. Same thing with a job, right? Did I choose this career path because I know I could do it? Did I choose this career? Did I steer clear from this career path because I was scared of being challenged? I was scared of failing. These moments are going to start to come up now. All right. That's fun. That's fun. Fun times. All right. This leads to wisdom, growth. This better understanding of how you operate. It leads to this deeper self-awareness of what your triggers are. I want to say your triggers. It's understanding your illusions, right? And how it's triggered. Your illusions are here. You saw threats that triggered you. And it's realizing what is a perceived threat for you to trigger you into running away mode, fight or flight mode. What leads you to sabotage a situation? This is how we're ending with the Five of Swords and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. How have we been sabotaging? Holding ourselves accountable about it. Realizing that we have this programming that can sabotage and understanding why. Oh, okay. So, for example, so I had this love came along and they were being real and it got too real for me. What was my trigger there? My trigger was they got so deep and I'm not used to getting that deep. I'm scared to face my own feelings. So when someone faces me with real emotions, now I want to run away. For example, that's a trigger, right? As far as a job, the trigger would be doing something out of your comfort zone, for example. Maybe having to compete in the workplace. Oh, I'm triggered by having to compete in the workplace because I always had to compete in school, right? And it was so much pressure from my parents, whatever the case is. So now that triggers me. And these types of triggers were just happening. They were just happening and sending us into fight or flight mode, and we felt justified in our emotions and justified in our actions, our responses to these triggers, not realizing why we were doing it. And that's what's coming to the forefront now, so that we can now, if we come to a situation where you're in a workplace, back to the workplace example, and you have to compete and you realize, oh, this is something that usually triggers me to run. Now you're like, well, I can overcome this. I can fight. I can compete, right? This isn't when I was, competing in swim meets or whatever, right? If you're in a relationship and someone triggers you by going deep, and if you have this fear of vulnerability, now knowing that, having that awareness is like, okay, this trigger is coming up. Now I'm aware of it. So now I can be present in that and not go into fight or flight mode. I can just sit in it and try to do something different, try to respond consciously, intentionally now. So once this comes up, what I'm going to do, and maybe if you want to, feel free, set a new intention of how you're going to respond when these triggers come up. It's simple as that. Setting new intentions, and that's doing the work, right? Something comes up, you're like, whoa, that's trash. I don't like that about myself. Here's a new intention. And set that intention, pray on it, create an affirmation about it, and start manifesting it. And that's how little by little you just start rebuilding yourself. All right? Overall advice. What's overall advice? All right, so I guess I said it. Queen of Wands coming through, okay? Yep. This is advice here. Queen of Wands coming through. This is someone who knows how to manipulate energy, knows how to create for themselves. This is by setting intentions. This is being a magician. With the Two of Wands, that is the beginning stage, right? The intention setting and then the manifesting. All right. So once this comes up, whatever our trigger is, our triggers are, it could be more than one, but I feel like it's one specific one that's going to get highlighted. It could be something, it's something with the heart space. Okay. That's going to get highlighted here. So when that comes up, there's some blockages when it comes to love, having a deep sense of love, either self-love. It's probably all types of love, to be honest. But just having a deeper level of love. There's some blockages that we have to deal with when it comes to a deeper level of love, okay? So when that comes up and you find out what your unique trigger is and your unique backstory to why that trigger is there in your programming, then set the new intention. I set the intention for being aligned with a healthy love. Boom, okay? Affirmation, I am aligned with a healthy love. The end. Okay? Just set a quick intention, set a quick affirmation, and start repeating that thing. Okay? Until you start to rebuild and you start to feel it becoming a part of your new programming, replacing the old. You do have to replace the old with the new programming. Okay? All right. All right, that's it. That's the reading, guys. Let me know what you think. Please click the notification bell so you can see when I have a new reading. Okay. And also, please like, subscribe, share, comment, add me on IG, Twitter, the talk, all that. All right. Thank you so much. I'm excited to have a new year with you guys. And yeah, until we meet again.